Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Dr. Rebecca. I'm going to go through a sample session of the belief code. I am a holistic doctor, and you'll see how her belief systems affected her stomach health and gave her a mild ulcer, which we are helping with herbs and nutrition, but also working on the mental aspect and unraveling some beliefs that created the way that she's viewing the world. The goal of her session was to improve the quality of her life and the emotionality of her life.
Okay.
So what belief systems are blocking you from feeling your best life, right? Emotions.
Total sense what you said too. I don't know if you do human design at all, but I'm an emotional authority. So I'm supposed to have emotional waves and everything. And I have been, it wasn't until about a year ago when I found that out, but I've spent my whole life being calm, cool, and collected. Like, I'm not an emotional person. I'm very calm. And I'm not supposed to be. I'm supposed to have all the big emotions. So it's so funny how you said that, because it's spot on. Like what I've been like challenged with is like, okay, it's okay to have these big emotions.
Let's close our eyes and take a really big deep breath in. Exhale, sigh it out. So we are bringing up a tangled belief system. So that means there's multiple trees that grew together with different roots. So let's see how many trees there are. Okay, there's 2 trees. So we go to the root. Yeah. And I feel like a little bit of sadness with this one. I must complete everything. And then what happens when we complete everything? There's more the next day.
But I'm
So
the good
you're completing everything.
right.
But I understand the feeling. Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to go and figure out the whole tree, and then we're going to go tether out the emotions behind that, because there's some behind that. I wasn't meant to have wealth. A limiting belief. I don't like that.
For whatever reason, when you said that, I thought I wasn't meant to have love. And for whatever reason, I resonated with that too. But it could be a wealth of love. Wealth is a lot of things. So
Yeah. I mean, real wealth, it depends on what your definition of wealth is, right?
right.
I think real wealth is being happy with what you got, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, some people are like, no, I'll just take the money. It doesn't matter the quality of my life, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And it's perfect with the goal of the session of like loving my body is like not meant to have wealth of like feeling good in the body, of like loving the self. So it's a perfect way to word that. I love that.
I deserve to be poor.
I can feel that one.
You can?
Yeah.
Poor. These have all been in the sacral. Oh, which is the emotion that we were talking about, right? So working on the emotion, working on feeling good in your body, loving your body.
Kind of the feminine center too, that, so that makes sense.
Yeah. I'm not allowed to participate. I think this came up last time.
It sounds familiar. Yeah.
Like feeling like you're in it, but not totally in it.
Yeah. Watching from the sidelines.
Like other people can feel amazing in their body, but I just not feel that.
Right.
Yeah. Now we're going to a little bit more conscious level of your mind. So the root is very subconscious, and then we're growing up that tree. Well, I'm excited for you to make more money, because all this is all about abundance.
It's so funny because a few months ago, that was a big thing I was really focusing on in my own work, is like wealth and abundance and overflow. And it came back to the body of like, no, your outer world is a reflection of your inner. Like, you got to feel good in the body. Like, how can you expect like amazingness on the outside if you don't feel amazing on the inside? So it's funny how it's coming full circle now, back to wealth again.
We're also in intuition training here.
Okay, perfect. I'll be stuck here forever. Yeah, I can feel that one.
Yep. Others are threatened by my power.
Yeah. I feel that at work too, because I get asked to lead projects and I have such like, there's such like a powerful, like, yeah, I'm going to do this. And then I have such, it is like a fear of like being too powerful. Why did you, the other ones you called limiting belief and that one was a belief. What's that difference?
So we're just basically going up the tree. This is more conscious. They're all beliefs and they all change the way that we are looking at our world. So we create, so let's say now we're getting to the root, I must complete everything. That's the first one. And then all of these compounded on top of everything else.
Okay.
And they just started building. But without that root, this wouldn't be all combining together, all these different belief systems.
Nice.
And it goes to your thoughts, create your emotions, right? And then how your emotions determine where you're going to focus. So if you feel, I deserve to be poor, if you're feeling that way, you're going to resonate with people that are poor, right? Because it just feels normal. If you're not going to hang out with somebody that is rich because it just feels different. You're not used to it.
Mm-hmm.
And now your compass is off. And we have these emotional reactions and we're not even realize we're doing them all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So if this thought creates the emotion, which the emotion creates this polar charge of which direction you're going in, and then now it changes your reality and how you're taking action in the world. I don't want to look within.
Can you expand upon that? Because I do a lot of self-reflection, but I also I feel like I get it, but I'm missing something.
Like you want to look within, right? Is that what you're saying?
No, it's like I feel like I do, but I also if initially I was like, that doesn't make sense. I do a lot of internal self-reflection and everything, but there's a part of me that's like, oh yeah, I can feel this as well. It's almost like maybe a fear or something. Like I do it, but it's scary or something. I don't know.
Yeah. It's more subconscious for you. That's what you're saying, basically. Yeah, you didn't realize that you were doing that. Well, if we go back to the root, I must complete everything. You could see how completing everything is blocking you from looking within. It's putting that above everything else.
And
because
I think, go ahead.
You consciously know that you want to go in. Like you know that you create your outer world by your inner world. Like you consciously know that, right? So I feel like that's why there's this gap of no, I do want to look within. Right? It's like I learned spiritually how it works. Right?
Yeah, it's when you were saying that, it clicked in my head. It's like if I feel like that I must complete everything, at some level, I feel like I'm incomplete. So the whole I don't want to look within would make sense if I feel like I'm not complete, you know? And it would always be I have to, because I've felt this before, I need to work on myself. I need to feel myself. I need to fix myself. I've done a lot of work.
It's your mind creating this faulty association that doesn't make sense.
Right.
Yeah. Now this is a tangled belief, so there's another root. So let's go to the other root. I'm always in pain.
I could definitely see that.
And that would stop you from going deeper.
I can feel this. I'm breathing hard over here.
I can't trust my feelings. And for some reason, I feel like you can't trust pain.
Yes, both of them.
Because there was a reason why it came out in this order. I mean, it's very easy to not trust pain. It's not a good feeling. Why would we trust something that doesn't feel good?
Right.
Right? When symptoms are messages for our body, and it's up to me and you to interpret what that is.
Yeah, it's with the whole can't trust my feelings, where this past year of I'm supposed to be this emotional being and have all these emotions. So I've been paying attention, okay, what am I feeling? And I would muscle test, like, am I feeling sad? Am I feeling angry? Rather than just like feeling it. Like I'm not like being with the feeling. I'm like escaping the feeling, like mentally, like in my mind being like, okay, I'm feeling afraid right now. I'm going to let the fear go instead of like having it. So
You're mentalizing.
yes.
And that's why I love the belief code. And this was the next level of everything, because for everybody that's very heady and trying to like make sense of the world with their mind, which is definitely survival mode,
Mhm.
but we need to embrace the mental energy.
Right.
And thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell button. Also, you can book a free consultation with me if you just want to go ahead and pick my brain, ask me any questions before you work with me. Go ahead. That's down below. You can go ahead and click and just book a session with me with the link down below. Also, if you want to get certified and learn this technique by Dr. Bradley Nilsson, you can go ahead and there's another link down below, which I do get a kickback with if you sign up with the program. So go ahead and do that. And thank you. Bye.